Good morning, everyone. My name is Konstantinos. I work for ETC. First of all, I would like to ask for your apology because this presentation is going to take place in English. My Spanish is not good enough yet to present this in Spanish, but I promise next time I will do it in Spanish. So I'm here to present to you, as part of the ETC family, our LED automated lighting. So we're here to present to your family the most recent products that we've got. The family consists by the Halcyon products, Lone Stars, the Solar Silent, the Highbeam 3000, our moving mirror products, the famous Cyber Light that we now make in LED, the Releve, Solar Peaks, and our FX range. Today we're going to focus more on our newest products. Therefore, I would like to start with the Halcyon products. So Halcyon is a new family of products. They're actually high-performance framing profiles that can be used in every application that has got high lighting demands. So these are products that can meet any specification and go to any show production. In addition to that, they come at a reduced cost, they have a reduced weight, a reduced size, but they have a very increased output. So there are 3 products in the family of Halcyon, starting with the biggest one, the Halcyon Platinum, that can perform out up to 71,000 lumens. Our middle-sized fixture, the Halcyon Titanium, outputting 40,000 lumens, and our smallest one, which is not small at all, at 31,000 lumens. So those 3 products are actually identical to each other in means of their capabilities and features. They all share the same color system, the same gobo system, the same frost system, framing shutters, prisms, and all that. They're identical across the range. So in that case, a user can just have all of those 3 fixtures installed in the same show without having to worry about having different gobos or different colors between products of a different size. As I explained, as I said earlier, those fixtures are identical in all of their features, but are also very, very similar to the zoom range. So the smallest one, the gold, has a zoom range of 6 to 57 degrees. Our medium one, the titanium, has a zoom range of 6 to 60, and our bigger one to 6 and 64. You can already see that the zoom range is quite impressive for those machines. There are many innovations in those fixtures. We have worked a lot in our research and development facility in United States. So ETC is very well known for having scientists that only deal for color. So this development team has actually improved the color system and pushed this color system towards the new century, let's say. Up to this moment, up to this stage, every fixture that uses a CMY color mixing system had problems. And the problems had been that the way that the acrylics work, you had more colors during the edges of the saturated areas of the gamut, whereas where the pastel colors are, you do not have many color points, as you can see on the graph, which is on your left-hand side. So we saw this problem, and we fixed it. So Halcyon Gold, Halcyon family, incorporates a new system that actually spreads all the possible color points that the CMY system makes across the entire gamut, as you can see in this graph below me. So this behind me. So you can see that not only you have colors on the edges in the high saturated areas, but you have very nice colors in the pastel area. For the operators, in the past, that would mean that they would have to turn the recorder wheel of a color, and nothing would happen until a certain point, all the color went into the beam. And not only that, the beam would have been not uniform in means of color. So all of those problems are solved with the Halcyon products. They have identical gobos, all 3 of them. So all of them have got 2 gobo wheels, and the bigger ones have rotating gobo wheels. Both of them are rotating. The smallest one, the gold, has 1 rotating gobo wheel and 1 static. As you can see, the gobo wheels are the same across the range, and they're made of glass. The glass is a high-performance glass that does not change the color quality when its gobo is inserted. It means that it does not change the color temperature, and also has a very, very high contrast. So the gobos were specifically designed for this product, for the Hercium family. They were tested and designed only for that. And the gobos selected provide to the users and to the designers a full set of nice breakouts for theaters and great aerial effects for rock and roll shows and television. But a fixture does not have only gobos, right? It does not have any colors. The Hercium is packed of utilities, features. So it has got a framing system, it has got dual prisms, one prism with 5 facets, another prism which is linear, and both of them can be combined. It has got a framing shutters, already said that, diffusion system. It has got an iris and an animation wheel. Specifically about the diffusion system, which is very important to many applications, including the theatrical application, we have done a lot of research on that as well. So, as you can see in the screen behind me, we have developed a new diffusion system that actually consisted by 3 different linear diffusers, one light one medium one, and one which is heavy. With the use of one parameter only from your desk, you can go from no diffusion to very heavy diffusion just by turning one wheel. That means for the lighting designer, for the console operator, he can just select his fixture, look at the stage, and then just with one wheel, he can choose the frost up to his level that he wants, right? And without having to care about all the mechanical things that go inside the fixture to make that happen. This has an effect, as you see behind, from very, very light diffusion, we go very heavy without even understanding how it happens. And this is how we do it. As you can see, the first flag is inserted. If the diffusion is inserted, then when this does not have any more effect, it goes out and the medium one goes in. And then when this doesn't have any effect either, then the medium goes out and the heavy goes in. But this has been done with a special algorithm that we have developed. There are other features in this machine that are very innovative and considered to be very, very important. So one very important feature that we have on this family is what we call a whisper home. Whisper home is actually our capability not having to do a full cycle of panel tilt in order to reset the fixture. You know, all fixtures until now, they had to do a full cycle of pan and tilt to find the stops, and then they would start operating. But this could cause a problem if you would have to place a fixture next to an object like a scenery piece, or you have to put this fixture closely next to other fixtures, then this movement would restrict you of doing so. With our technology of Whisper Home, you don't have to care about that. So you can even, from a menu of the fixture, restrict the movement of the pan and the tilt, just to make sure that there will not be any collision with other objects. This is quite innovative, and I think this is the only fixture in the world that actually is doing that for the time being. So talking about the family again, going through all the features of the products, the smallest one, the Gold, it has an engine of 400 watts, which is high bright engine, and you have 2 options. You can choose either a high brightness LED engine or a high fidelity engine. Obviously, the high brightness engine has a bigger brightness, but lower CRI, where the high fidelity engine has got better color rendering, but lower light output. So in that case, the Hercium Gold is able to push out 31,000 lumens, where the high fidelity one is at 19,000 lumens. Everything else, framing shutters are full curtain. You have 4 framing shutters that can close the beam all the way, and are full framing shutters, and the whole thing, the whole mechanism of the shutters rotates by 180 degrees. So we have a sim-Y color mixing, a linear CTO. We have our fantastic zoom range, which in this case is 6 to, I don't remember, it's 6 to 57. We have an iris, the trifusion frost system, and the rotating gobo animation wheel, plus the 2 prisms I mentioned earlier. It's not only that, it's a fixture that makes 31,000 lumens, but its weight, it's only 28 kilos. That makes it the lightest fixture in its category. Moving to the bigger things now, to the bigger fixtures, the titanium is a fixture that performs 40,000 lumens with a high brightness engine, or 26,000 lumens with a high fidelity engine. It has got all the features that the gold has got. They're all identical. And its weight is, again, very, very low. So it's only 34 kilos. The big one, the halcyon platinum, is really big. Not in size, but in light output. As I mentioned before, it can push out up to 71,000 lumens at boost mode. That means that in that case, we turn the ventilators at full. Still, it has got a great zoom range. The zoom range of this machine is 6 to 64 degrees. And maybe it's the brightest fixture in the market at the moment, framing fixture, I mean. All the Halcyon products are also positioned behind you in the ETC automated stand. So afterwards, you have the ability to go and have a look closer. Other products for the smaller markets, we have a new family called the Lone Star and the Hyperstar. The Lone Star is a framing fixture. It's quite small, 15.4 thousand lumens, but has got all the features inside. And Hyperstar is just a spot fixture with many, many patterns for rock and roll shows. These are quite small, lightweight, but very, very efficient. The Lone Star produces only 290 watts engine and produces 15.4 thousand lumens. It has got framing shutters, gobbo wheels, frost system, everything that you expect to see in a small profile like that. There's nothing missing. Whereas a Hyperstar, it's quite new. You have the same amount of light output, but you have extra gobbo wheels and the trifusion system that you have already seen on the bigger units. Both of those units feature something which is very great, and this is their actual zoom range. For both of the fixtures, zoom range is amazing. It's down to 3 degrees, up to 55 degrees. We have the SolarPix family. This is the SolarPix family. These are open-phase, multi-cell wash lights that have been in the market for a couple of years. So these are really, really bright fixtures that have, the smallest one has got 7 cells of 40 watts, RGB white LEDs, the middle one 19, and the biggest one 37. And we also have an IP-rated fixture for outdoor use, of course. This is great. Those fixtures are great because they have a fantastic zoom range from 4 degrees, 4.5, up to 60. So they can cover a very big place of your stage. And they feature something which is really, really cool. You can actually address each individual cell one by one to do pixel mappings on those LED cells. And you can also double patch it. So it means that you can drive the panel tilt and the zoom from your lighting desk, whereas the signal for the LEDs can come from a streaming SCN signal into the head. So it's up to you. It also features a very nice FX engine that's not just a macro that has got preset shapes and things like that, shapes like that inside, but it's actually customizable by the user. So the possibilities with those fixtures are endless. It's a great fixture for television. It's been used on all big television shows in the world, like X Factor, Voice. You'll always see those fixtures behind the artists. It's very distinct because you will see this nice cell effect around the edges of the lens. So you will know that those are SolarPixes. I would like also to mention a very important product range for our company, for ETC. ETC is a company that, as our name says, where it is electronic theater controls. So we always have loved theater. And for that purpose, we have developed 2 very interesting products, the SolarFrame Theater and the SolarFrame Studio. What's cool about them is that they don't have any fans to cool down. They're absolutely silent. So the whole cooling of the LED engine is completely done with convection of air, so no fans turning, no noise. And they're designed to go in places like operas, concert halls, and applications where noise is extremely important. So The solar frame theater is our biggest product in this category. Conventionally, no fans, as we said. It has got an output of 15,000 lumens at very high CRI. CMY color mixing. It has got a frost, of course. It has got a prism. It has got the two gobo wheels. And the optics that it has got is really, really high-performance optics for the theater applications. The Solar Frame Studio is the smallest fanless machine that we make. This one has less output, but it's much smaller and much lightweight. So it means that this produces 10,000 lumens. It has got a terrific, fantastic zoom range of 5 to 57 degrees of zoom, so you can cover a big portion of your stage from a very close distance. So it's ideal for smaller theaters. It's great about these fixtures. You can have them, all of them, over your head, and you never know that they're there because you hear nothing. Closing this presentation, I'd like to emphasize on the fact about what ETC provides. ETC is famous about the support that we give to the people. So we provide support to all of our customers 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and 365 days per year. Every time you need us, you can pick up the call, and there's an ETC office around the world that will pick up your phone and get back to you to help you solve the problem. We not only stand by behind our products, but we also stand by next to you and next to your shows. So we want as ETC for your show to be successful, and you don't have any problems with our machines. We have over 40 years of experience, and over those 40 years, our ultimate goal to make high-quality products for your lighting applications. All the lighting products of ETC, the movie heads that I'm presenting here, have got 2 years of warranty for the entire machine, but we also give 5 years of warranty for the LED engine itself in case of failure. So we say if your engine fails within 5 years, no questions asked, we'll change it for free. So this is a part of my talking, so I would like to show you the fixtures right now. I have here my small application. So you will see the fixtures over my head, it's over there. You will probably see that from left to right, you will see the halcyon gold. In the middle, you will see the halcyon titanium. And on the right, you will see the platinum. This is how I place them. You have to excuse me, the presentation is not ideal because the wall is black, but still you can understand how bright those are. In case of a question, you can turn your heads around and look at the fixtures, which is right on the back of you. So as you can see, they are very crisp and very nice, and very fast. And I'm going to present you the colors. Of course, like I mentioned, you can do very deep saturated colors, such as cyan. We can do nice blue. We can do nice magenta. These are CMY color mixed colors. You can need nice reds, a nice yellow, green. All of those colors are done without our new color system. But as I mentioned, this fixture also has got all of them have got a CTO filter inside, which is linear. So you can go from 6,500 down to 2,800 with just a press of a button. You can go back so you can have a look. It's very linear and nice. All of them feature a static color wheel that has got some very saturated colors. One of those colors is very special. We call it a TM30 filter, and this has got a special application to the high brightness units that have got lower CRI. So by the insertion of this filter that you see right now, we actually increase the CRI of the fixture 10 points. This is good for a rental company that uses these fixtures every day for live shows, events, but in the case they want to take these fixtures to light up a theatrical performance or like a fashion show or a car show where color is very important, they can still rent out the same fixtures by using this TM30 filter. And Now you will see Team 30 together with CTO. And it looks great and renders great on the skin. Now this is what I was talking about. These are the pastel colors that we are able to do. Before that, we were not able, I think nobody was able to do these nice pastel colors. For example, this is Lee 7052. This is Lee 77. This is 136. This is 203. You will see the colors are pastel, but you don't see any different colors in the beam. They're all very, very uniform. And this is because of our technology of elongated flags. Different colors, very low saturation, but still very nice and sweet. I can go through them quickly. And then, as of course I mentioned, we have the gobos that are identical across the three fixtures. In the two of the big ones are rotating. So gobo wheel 1 has got all of these nice fixtures. They're fixtures for nice theatrical breakouts, and they're gobos for nice aerial effects. This is the second gobo wheel. In the case of the bigger machines, the gobos are rotating. The smaller one is not rotating, I'm sorry, because we do not have enough space. So those are the gobos. These gobos are developed specifically for us, for ETC, by a company called Exactly 13 that took our fixtures and developed those gobos for us. So they look great. We have prisms, as I mentioned. So we have a linear prism. This is it. That can be also combined with 5-facet prisms. So you can have the two prisms working together. And with the prisms and with the gobos and the colors, we can do nice effects, such as water ripples, nice effects to light up your stage. I have to remind you that we're shooting our fixtures against a black wall, which is not ideal, but still you have enough light to see what the fixture is doing. We also have an animation wheel. What's cool about this animation wheel that it can go, of course, behind the gobo and create a ripple on the gobo, so it makes a nice effect. But also this animation wheel can be ingested into the beam in any angle that you want. It can go vertically, it can go horizontally. You choose how you want it to be. So now in that case it's going horizontally, in that case it's going vertically. I hope you can see the difference. And this is how the animation wheel looks by itself. Or you can go like that, as you see. Of course, most important of everything, we have framing. So with those fixtures, the framing system is really fast. We have four framing shutters. They work in different planes, and each one can be ingested fully into the beam. So one frame only can cut the beam entirely. So it's possible to make triangles in any shape that you want. It's actually very fast, very effective. You can even use it as an effect if you want. It's very nice because we have optimized the distance between the framing system and the gobo, so you can actually frame a gobo very nicely. Means that you can have frame and gobo and have all the gobo in only the area that you want by confining it with the framing system. That's very cool. You can do very, very narrow lines, and the whole thing rotates. The whole engine, the whole mechanism of a framing system rotates by 180 degrees. So it's possible for you to light up any object in your venue from whatever angle you are. Of course, it can be combined with a nice light frost or with a medium frost. In the case of the case where you have gobos, you can use this nice frost over the gobos as well. So I said a few things about the gobos, about the frost system that we've got. It works really, really nicely. So this is a sharp beam, as you see there, and I'm going to activate the trifusion system. It will go all the way from very light frost to very heavy, just with the press of a button. I don't care about the different kind of encoders. The machines will do their job. So I go from non-frost to very heavy frost. Things are happening inside the machine, but you don't know. This is called our trifusion frost system. Back to open. Those are some examples of how the frost can be used as internal barn doors with combination of our frost system. So this fixture can actually work very nicely as it was. And the internal shutters can act like barn doors. That can also rotate remotely. You're not able to do that with your standard wash lights. One step back, please. So I'm going, again, from no frost to full frost, just with the press of a button. Zoom range of those machines are quite amazing, and the optical system is quite good. It's very good, actually. So we can go very narrow, and we can even have a gobo very sharp on the beam, even at the highest possible zoom, the smallest possible zoom. So you can see that we are now running at 5 degrees, and the room is still, the gobo is still very crisp. We can also go very wide. So going back, full zoom inside, full zoom, and then we can go full zoom out. You see that with just one fixture, you can actually fill your space with light. The zoom rates that I forgot, those fixtures are really, really amazing. And you can even have a very sharp gobo, even at the widest zoom. I mentioned earlier about the feature of the titanium being able to have light up to 71,000 lumens. And now I'm going to show you how this looks like. So I'm now activating this mode. And you will see on the right, on this side, this fixture is now going to push considerably more light. And it's going to be quite impressive. So the fans are now pushing more air into the LED unit. So far, the LED unit has been operating at 1,000 watts. Now the LED engine is operating at 1,200 watts, 1,200 watts. So you can already see how brighter it becomes. And if you don't mind, please look behind you. You will see the fixture on your left, how much light is pushing out. It's quite impressive, I think. So, next thing I would like to show you is, as we, ETC, are very keen on theater, we also made sure that those fixtures dim very nicely, because this is important for many applications. So you will not see any steps while we're dimming the lights. The dimming will be very smooth and nice until the end of it. So I'm doing my dimming for 15 seconds. The lights have started to dim. They will fade completely out without you being able to see any kind of steps. And they're over. So this was everything I wanted to show to you. If you got any questions, I'm be more than happy to answer. The fixtures are right behind you in the booth. We can chat about them. You can test them if you want. And at that point, I would like also to thank a lot everybody for joining. And also, I would like to thank Fluche for their hospitality. I would like to thank all the Fluche people for helping us out here. And we wish them well. Thank you very much, and have a nice day.